Have you ever pondered over the roots of Hindu thought, its origins, and the influences that shaped it? The origins may be as complex and diverse as the philosophy itself. Today, we delve into this intriguing journey, tracing the footsteps of the Aryans to the development of Hindu thought. Our story begins around 4,000 years ago with the Aryans, a group of Indo-European tribes who migrated to the Indian subcontinent. Known for their warrior culture, they brought with them a rich tapestry of myths, rituals, and hymns, which would later be compiled into the Vedas, the earliest religious texts of Hinduism. The Vedas, composed in Sanskrit, are not merely religious scriptures, but also philosophical treatises, exploring questions of existence, divinity, and the cosmos. They introduced concepts that would become fundamental to Hindu thought, such as dharma, or our differing societal roles and duties according to our stages of development, karma, or the law of cause and effect, and moksha, the ultimate liberation from the cycle of rebirth. Having traced the origins of the Vedas, let's now dive deeper into these ancient texts and meet their central characters. The Vedas are teeming with gods, goddesses, and mythical creatures, each embodying a different aspect of the cosmos. Let's begin with Indra, the king of the gods and the god of thunderstorms. Indra is often depicted in the Vedas as a heroic figure, wielding his thunderbolt to slay the serpent demon Vritra, thereby releasing the waters of life. Next we meet Agni, the god of fire, who acts as a link between humans and the divine. He carries the offerings of humans to the gods during the sacred fire rituals. Then there's Varuna, the god of cosmic order, or Urta, who ensures the regularity of the seasons and the movements of the stars and planets. The Ashvins, twin horseman gods, are the divine physicians who bring healing and prosperity. These characters feature in many captivating stories in the Vedas. For instance, the story of Indra slaying Vritra represents the triumph of good over evil and the freeing of life-giving resources. Similarly, Agni's role in rituals underscores the importance of communication and sacrifice in maintaining a harmonious relationship with the divine. These stories and characters form the bedrock of Vedic literature, offering us a glimpse into the spiritual and cultural life of the Aryans. They also convey profound moral and philosophical lessons, further enriching the tapestry of Hindu thought. As we continue to explore the Vedas, we begin to see the intricate web of ideas and beliefs that shape this ancient tradition. Scene 3. Parallels with ancient Egyptian mythology. In this exploration of Hindu philosophical evolution, a captivating inquiry emerges. Could the Aryans have drawn inspiration from the ancient Egyptians? This presents a compelling potential, considering the similarities between Egyptian mythology and the Vedas. The Egyptians of old, paralleling the Aryans, possessed a diverse mythological heritage. Their gods, like Ra, the god of the sun, and Osiris, lord of the afterlife, mirror Vedic deities such as Surya and Yama. In addition, the Egyptian principle of Ma'at, signifying the cosmic order, echoes the Aryan notion of Urta, representing the moral and physical order of the universe. Nonetheless, it's critical to understand that resemblances don't necessarily imply direct influence. These parallels may be due to independent evolution, or they may mirror universal human experiences and perceptions of the world. As we delve further into these parallel universes of mythology, we find intriguing parallels between the stories of ancient Egypt and the Vedas. Let's take a closer look at two prominent figures, Osiris from Egyptian mythology and Yama from the Vedas. Osiris, the Egyptian god of the underworld and resurrection, shares striking similarities with Yama, the Vedic god of death. Both are depicted as judges of souls, determining the fate of the deceased in the afterlife. Their stories serve as a guide for the living, emphasizing the importance of moral conduct and righteousness. Now let's turn our gaze towards the sun, a universally revered celestial body. In Egyptian mythology, Ra, the sun god, was considered the ruler of all gods and the creator of everything. His journey across the sky was seen as a metaphor for the cycle of life and death. Similarly, in the Vedas, Surya, the sun god, is a key deity, representing life-giving energy and spiritual illumination. Both Ra and Surya are often associated with the concept of rebirth and renewal, reinforcing the cyclical nature of existence. These striking similarities could either be a result of shared human experiences and perceptions, or they could indicate cultural exchanges that occurred in the ancient world. As we continue this journey, it's essential to remember that these parallels shed light not only on the past, but also on the universality of human thought and experience. As we continue our exploration into these ancient narratives, we now turn our focus towards the fascinating concepts of rebirth and cycles of lifetimes. In both Egyptian and Vedic mythology, the journey of the soul doesn't end with death. Instead, death is seen as a transition, a doorway leading to a new life. This belief in reincarnation is especially prominent in the Vedas, where the soul is described as eternal and unchanging, cycling through different physical forms in its quest for spiritual growth. The idea of a divine plan or cosmic order, known as Uttar in the Vedas, also finds echoes in Egyptian mythology, where Ma'at represents truth, balance and cosmic order. This divine plan, it's believed, guides the soul through its many lifetimes, providing opportunities for learning and spiritual evolution. And as we delve deeper, we find an intriguing aspect of these mythologies, the concept of God dwelling within us. In the Vedas, this is expressed through the idea of Atman, the individual soul being a part of Brahman, the universal soul or God. In Egyptian mythology, too, we find hints of this belief, with pharaohs considered as gods on earth, embodying divine power. These stories, filled with profound wisdom and insight, remind us of the cyclical nature of existence and the divine plan that guides us all. They serve as a testament to the shared human experience and thought, transcending geographical boundaries and cultural differences. As we venture further into this journey, let's remember that these narratives, in their own unique ways, echo the timeless quest for understanding the mysteries of life, death, and beyond. Be sure to examine the previous videos in this series to see how these concepts were also continuous throughout the Bible as well, all culminating in a personal series of events in the newest reorganization of the display of God living through and within each of us to reveal the validity in the previous mystical experiences written. For a grand display of oneness, singularity, and how a sword had once again been left in a stone, signifying prophecy, which only one could pull to fully reveal once again the prophecy's fulfillment, but not without the assistance of the All within all of us. Stay tuned for future videos coming soon, telling more about the ancient Australian Aboriginal prophecy, which was said to have come to fruition on December 21st in 2020, just after I'd learned of it in 2020. A prophecy about a magic box, which was predicted to have been opened in 2020, just as I was realizing its connection between Norman's little red box book, the little black box in Dolores Cannon's Keepers of the Garden book, and this prophecy, which, along with all the others, opened a magical understanding of our connectedness and our own personal sort of Pandora's box that we could never unlearn or close once it's been opened. Until next time, when we continue to remember